Hey, what is up everyone? Today I'm going to be doing a review of the Grylls Ultimate Pro Survival Knife. I've had this knife for about 3 months and been pretty happy with it so far. It's still been holding up quite well, and first off I'm just going to start by saying I know there's a lot of Grylls haters out there, but trust me, if you get this knife you'll probably be happy with it. People that always complain about Grylls knives mainly is because they cram it into logs and break the blade, and then they're like, oh, this steel is so crap. So yeah, that's just the main problem with those knives, is that if you go jamming it into logs and try and bend the knife trying to pry something open, that's how it's going to break. This, I bet the crap out of it, and it has been fine. So having that said, I'll just take it at the sheath and I'll tell you guys some specs and features of this knife. Okay, so there's the knife. Show you that way. You can see signature and all that type of stuff. If you're a Grylls fan and a collector, once again, this would be another good knife to collect. I don't personally collect a lot of these knives, but this one is probably one of the best ones that they make, so that's why I got this one. Say like I have like a mini folder, like a little Scout one, and that's pretty light and cheesy, so if you know what I mean. So yeah, this one's a heavy duty knife. This one's pretty much like the Gerber LMF2, pretty much. Okay, so the steel is a 9CR19 MOV. So that's just your standard steel. I think they did upgrade that from the Ultimate Survival Knife, but this is the Ultimate Pro Survival, so I think the steel is slightly different. It's a full tang construction, so it's got the full tang, so from the tip of the blade to right to the end, right to the pommel, heavy duty pommel it has, which is made out of stainless steel. And the blade length is 5 inches and the total length is 10 inches. It's got a rubber and plastic handle, so if you're familiar with all the Grylls stuff, the orange stuff is plastic and the black stuff is the grippy rubber stuff. So the BG is plastic and the black stuff is rubber. And that goes same for the sheath as well. The sheath is the rubber stuff, is the black stuff, all of the orange stuff is the hard plastic. Okay, sorry if I keep bringing this in and out of focus, got a bad habit of doing that. So yeah, I've had this knife for a long time. Oh, not a long time, like probably 3 months, and it's been pretty good. It's been holding up just fine. The handles have stayed intact. I've used this out in the woods quite a lot, and still got to do more testing on it, because I've been testing other knives and not so much this one, so I should really start giving this one a go and put out more videos for you guys to show you how this knife holds up after time. You can see with the coating it's kind of coming off. It's coming off quite slowly, so that's alright, because I have chopped quite a lot of logs with this, and it has the coating has just scratched up very, very lightly. It's not that bad, but yeah, the coating will come off. So yeah, as you can see on the blade, it's just got like a standard drop point blade, which is really, really nice if you have to stab something, but not, remember what I said about prying, you don't want to pry. And you can see the edge on that is really, really high polished, if you can see that. I'll try and get up really close to the edge and I'll try and show you. Okay, well, see, let me get my eyes adjusted to it. Here there is a little tiny microscopic chip in it. That was my bad doing. I was chopping wood and I hit a cement block and it chipped the edge just a bit, so which isn't really a big deal because I was going to resharpen the blade anyway, and yeah, so as you can see, it's really high polish now because I put it on the leather strop after I sharpened it. It did come quite sharp out the box, but I always like to put my own edge on to knives just so they're shaving sharp. It's pretty good. So yeah, that was just one bad thing that I've done damage to, is just that little bit down there, which is not really a big deal. It doesn't affect the knife in any way, shape or form, so that's alright. So yeah, your blade will not be this shiny unless you put it on a leather strop. So yeah, so you got 3 lashing holes, and they have like little aluminium little things through the holes, so you can thread paracord through it. Paracord fits through it just perfect. So, and you've got another lanyard hole on the pommel, and the pommel did come with a whistle, but I took that off and put it onto a keychain because I reckon it's really stupid that they put a whistle on a pommel, because out of all the things to put it on, I don't see why they did it on the pommel, because you go to hit something and what's dangling off of the end of your pommel? The whistle. So your whistle lands on something that you're going to hit and then crack, then there goes your whistle, so that's obviously not a good thing. It's got these weird little screws. Try and show you. It's got those weird little screws, those little star things. I think they're Torx, I think they call it. They've stayed where they are. They haven't came loose or anything, so that's alright. But I wish they did put like a Allen key there, just to make it more simple for everyone to get off, because not everyone has a set of these weird looking screws. So yeah, that's just something to keep in mind about that. Like, if your handle does come loose, you may need to get a special screwdriver to get that off, which, yeah, you know, it's not a big deal. What else? There's a notch here. It's really, really good for the finger. You can hold it perfect with your finger. Gets really, really strong grip on it. It's got jimping here. It's really light jimping though, but it's quite effective. You also have a little fire notch here. Oh, I don't know what you call it. It's like a thing for the ferrocene rod, which is here in the sheath. I'll get to the sheath in a moment. So yeah, that little fire symbol's just there to show you that that's where you strike the ferrocene rod or the flint steel, depending on where you live. Alright, so yeah, that's about it for the knife. The pommel's just got like little jimping things there as well to grip on whatever you hit, so that's alright. Put that to the side. Here's the sheath. Now, I hate sheaths that have Velcro little loop thingies there, so I don't actually use that. When I have the knife in the sheath, like so, I just hold it in like that if it's on my belt, and I'll just wear it like that. I won't actually use the Velcro. I only use the Velcro if I'm going for a long walk with this on my belt, but just for like around the campsite, or just when you're just doing some bushcraft and not moving around a whole lot, then yeah, there's no point in using that Velcro and wearing it out. So I like to keep it like that. You've got an integrated knife sharpener in here. I have not used it, and I'm not planning on using it because I have a proper knife sharpening set. So yeah, you can see that in there. You just drag your knife through it, just like your standard sharpeners. The fire steel is here. It clips in, and it's really hard to pull out. So I'm going to take this out of shot so I can actually pull it out. Oh, that was a lot harder than I was expecting, actually. I have not used this yet, and I'm not planning on using it. If I was in a survival situation and I happen to have this knife with me, then I will use it. But at this point in time, I have not used it, not even once, so I'll just keep it in good condition. It's got a little O-ring up here to seal when it goes into here, and you can see a little notch there. That's just where it clips in, and it is really strong. As with the old one had this on the bottom of it, and quite a lot of people actually lost it because that fell out. So they've upgraded this with this sheath and put that on the top, so as you're carrying it, it's not gonna fall out, and they've made it harder to pull out as well. So thumbs up to Gerber for actually doing that, and yeah, that's pretty good. So as you can see as well, it also has that same little fire symbol as what was on the blade, which I showed you. So here you have your little drain hole, the belt loop, classic made in China right there. So I don't know if the sheath is just made in China. It says here Sheath made in China, but I don't know if that was made in China as well as the knife, or because Gerber used to be in USA, so I don't know where the hell they actually make this knife at the moment. So yeah, you can see here the paint's worn off just where I've been using it. No big deal, it's just paint. And the other thing with this knife was you can pull this tab and then you have your pocket survival guide there. Let me just try and get that in shot. I don't know why it just went all blurry. So yeah, there's your survival guide. So that just tucks away in there. I really like how they've done that actually. There's no point on me taking out the survival guide, so I may as well just keep it in there. And well, I know if I get bored out in the bush, I may as well read it or something. But yeah, there's nothing really too helpful in it, but it's there, so better than nothing, I suppose. You could probably put water purification tablets in there and make it actually useful, but you know, I've just got the survival guide in there, so not a big deal. On the side here, it's all grippy. I'll try and get a good close up to try and let me turn down my lighting just a bit. So as you can see there's grippy stuff and grippy stuff here. So when you're pulling out the knife, you can grab it and it grips into your palm. And then I like to use my thumb, and unclip it out like that. It is really strong as well, so that's why I don't need to use that Velcro part, because it is quite hard to pull out. You can't shake it out of the sheath, that's for sure. So you got your little Gerber symbol over there and up there, and yeah, that's pretty much it for this knife. If anyone does have any questions about this knife, just post in the comments below. I will get back to you ASAP. And yeah, so I will be taking this knife out into the bush with a few other knives, and I'm going to do more videos on them and put them through more of a stronger test. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, until I go out in the woods and do more videos on the other knives I have, and this one, put it through more tests, see how it holds up. And yeah, so thanks so much guys for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, just click that little link down there. And yeah, that's about it. So yeah, cheers guys, thanks so much for watching this video. And remember, like what I said, if you have any questions, just post them below. Cheers guys.